Hi everyone. In this fact sheet, I will explain why I'm interested in the tattoo topic, introduce to you who I interviewed, present and compare their answers, and give you my takeaway from the topic in the interview itself. So I was interested in this topic and especially with interviewing my sister because about a month ago we actually got our first tattoos together. I'm also interested in this topic because I find tattoos fun and something to express your personality, but I know a lot of other people think they should have meaning and you shouldn't get tattoos just to have a tattoo. So I'm really interested in the difference in opinion in people. For who I interviewed, I chose to interview my sister because, as I stated earlier, we recently got our first tattoos together. However, in the short month of getting our first, she's already gotten two more. So I thought it would just be fun to interview her and see her opinion on some tattoo subjects. I also interviewed my dad, who doesn't have any tattoos yet, but we are slowly but surely convincing him to get a family tattoo with us. Um, so, for my sister's interview, the first question was how many tattoos does she have? And she has three total tattoos. Um, what led her to get the tattoos? She's always wanted tattoos. She chose to get a butterfly with the cross because she thought about the things she valued. She personally values her faith a lot, and that is where the cross aspect comes in. Um, in her opinion, getting a tattoo is not a big deal. She thinks it's just a tattoo, so you don't have to put a lot of thought and effort in trying to make it have meaning. If you like it, you can just get it. But if she had a kid, she would not let them get a tattoo before their 18th birthday. She personally just doesn't believe that they would be mature enough to get a tattoo at that time. So for the next interview, I interviewed my dad, and his first question is, why didn't you have any tattoos? And he said because he hadn't decided on any design that he'd like to permanently put on his body. Um, would he get one and why? He said yes if he found a design he liked or if it was a family decision. If he were to get one tomorrow, what would it be? He said it was hard to say, but most likely a family dedicated tattoo, and because his family is very important to him. Um, he personally does believe that getting tattoos are a big deal. It is something that you put permanently on your body, so you should put a lot of thought and consideration into what you're getting on your body, essentially forever. And if he does have kids, but for his kids, he would not have let us get tattoos before our 18th birthdays. He feels we need to be adults to make that decision, and if we needed his permission, we aren't necessarily ready to commit to getting a tattoo. I think my biggest takeaway is that age might play a large factor into people's opinions about tattoos. My sister is someone who's a little bit younger and she has more of a carefree attitude towards tattoos. And I don't believe she'd get anything tacky, but she doesn't believe that there has to be huge meaning behind it. My dad, on the other hand, is a bit more reserved and probably wouldn't get something that didn't have much meaning. Um, and I think that might be because he's a little bit older and, puts more thought into things. However, they both do agree that getting a tattoo should be a decision that you make as an adult, which could support the belief that putting thought into what you get tattooed is important. As far as the interview, I was pretty comfortable because it was family, and I think if I were to change anything in the future, such as interviewing a stranger, it would probably be a little bit less relaxed and a little bit less comfortable simply because I don't know them as well as I know my sister or my dad. So to wrap up, I believe tattoos are a fun way to represent your personality, but people's opinions do vary greatly. My dad and my sister both have different views on tattoos, but they're also both open to the idea of getting them with consideration. I enjoyed the topic and interviewing my family members, which gave me the opportunity to have a comfortable but still informative interview.